my journaling and welcome to another plan with me. Today we're going to be doing July 2018, but first, before I show you my theme and everything, let's take a quick look at June. If you saw my June plan with me, and if you didn't, there'll be a link down below, I had the theme of crystals. I'm super excited about how this whole spread for June turned out, and I think I used it very well. First, we have, besides the little quote here, we have my monthly calendar. I like that I stuck with a little purple theme going on here, and I didn't use any other colors like I usually do, but that will change, but I did like how I kept it consistent. Here, I use this spread a lot and referred to it many times. Here we have my habit tracker. Obviously, I'm filming this at the end of June, so sorry, but I think I kept good things. I know what I need to get rid of, and I know what I want to keep, which is good. I'll be keeping most of it, but definitely not this summer homework I was trying to get with. I'm going to take that away. I still have my summer goals, but I'm not going to be checking those off until the end of summer. My mood tracker, a total success. I love how it looks with the occasional pop of color for a different mood besides happy. And the quote just served a lot of purpose, kept me really motivated. And the key, I think, looks great. With the key, I think it was a little big, so I'm going to be minimizing it a little bit. This month, my mood tracker is going to be a lot different. But once again, I want to make sure that I can use this sort of setup again because I really enjoyed it. Next, I have my two personal little setups. I have my birthday here, and then I have my Universal Studios trip here. I had tons of fun. Next, I went to a flying camp, aviation camp, and I filled out my days, and I think this is one of my favorite spreads I've ever done. I will definitely use it again, and I really love it. Next, we go on to my weekly spreads. Here I have a calendar with some of my most important dates boxed or circled, and then each day I had around 4 goals, and then I would write about the day, but I didn't really have like a set box. I just let the days control how much pages I took up. I also tried to do all of my, I tried to write down what I had for breakfast, lunch, dinner, but that really didn't keep consistent. Here I just made a quick to-do list. Here are more of my days. I did a little doodle down here of some crystals to try and keep that theme consistent. I also always did the same phase of the moon that it actually was, and to do that I constantly referred to my lunar calendar that I have on my monthly layout. Then I have some hanging crystals, once again to keep that theme going. Now for week 4 is when I wrote all of my days down in that little camp log that y'all saw. So each day I actually wrote a quote that I thought related to the day. And it sort of ends with a big quote for the last day I did camp, and then this will be my goals for today. Over here I plan on doing a memory snapshot page, which I recently saw Planning with Kay's snapshot idea in her video, and I loved it, so I think I'm going to add it here. And with that said, let's move on to July. For July, my theme is summer, as you can see on this, but it also has like a twist with, it's a beachy theme and watermelon theme combined. So for this, I have these 4 Tombow Dual brush pens that I use constantly throughout. I have these 2 paired a lot to be like ocean and sand, and these 2 paired a lot to be watermelon, but I combine them all throughout the spread to make it one big summer bash. Okay, so now let's get started with the July spread. This entire title page spread for July was completely inspired by B.Bullet Journal on Instagram. I used the rope technique and heart idea, also the turtle, but I did add my own summer doodles at the top. Next, as always, I have a little quote. This one reads, "Life is like a watermelon, enjoy the fruit despite the seeds." And this was inspired by Yes Has Bujo, and it's not completely identical. Like I always say, if you're going to take something from someone else's idea, always make it your own. Don't make it identical. Make it unique to fit your own style, and that's exactly what I did with this. I also have 2 washi tape strips that I have on all of the corners, which I really like. Next I have my July calendar. I obviously haven't filled it out yet since it isn't July. On the side quote we have, "If you change nothing, nothing will change," and I think that's great for July because I really want to be productive this month. On the bottom we have some fireworks. That's something else I forgot to say. Besides watermelons and beach theme, I also included fireworks just because of the 4th of July, so those are kind of scattered in there at some points, and you'll see that more with my mood tracker. Then we have some plastic flamingos also to keep that theme going. We also even have some sparklers down here, some kebabs for barbecues, everything you'll find in July. Up here is some of my favorite part about this spread is we have these little doodles cut out. Some are watermelon, some are beach theme, and we have some ice cream shells all going around the July. The little calendar has rope going around it, kind of to have a throwback to the title page. And we also have the important days and holidays in blue, and in gray we have the days of the week. Next we have my Habit and Budget July tracker. I'm going to be filling this tracker out in a style that was copied by Plans That Blossom on Instagram. She has this kind of cool little style on one of her posts that I'll be using to fill out this July. My habits have stayed the same as always, except I did take out one of the habits from last month, like I said earlier. Then I added at the bottom a little earnings and spendings tracker. I've never had this before, but I feel like considering it's summer and I don't know what I'm going to be spending, I don't know how much I'm going to be earning, I had a little thing here so I can keep up with it, and I sort of like how it fit in pretty good. I have the amount that's in and out, how I earned or spent the money, and then the date in which the transaction occurred. Next, I have my mood tracker, and as you can see, it might look a little rough or unheard of before, but this was actually totally inspired by Amanda Rach Doodles. I think it was her January plan with me. But to keep back, also we have these nice little Polaroids up here, mood title. Anyways, how I'm going to fill out this spread is that I have best day, great day, normal day, okay day, meh, bad, and awful day. And so how I'm going to be filling this out is that I'm going to be doing like a little firework up at the top if it was a great day, slowly going down, and so there'll be like levels to the day, and the color of the firework will show if I was excited, productive, tired, sad, depressed, or happy that day. So I'm excited to see how this might turn out, and if you want to see how it will all look at the end, make sure to tune in for my August plan with me. Now, this spread was inspired by Yes Has Bujo again. Here, how I'm going to be filling this out is that I have the day of the week. I'm going to be doing the weather, a little weather icon here, and then a little doodle of a memory of that day. I'll have 4 to-dos and goals for that Sunday. And then because it's the first, I'll be writing about that day, and each day I'll add another section all the way to the 7th, explaining about how my day was. This one was completely made up on my own. I have in rope week 2, and then in yellow, a little hard to see, the 8 to 14th. This is my favorite weekly I think I've ever done. What we have here is 4 goals, and then on the right under the day, we'll have the weather icon, and right by the day of the week heading we have a doodle like before it's cut out. On Sunday we have shell, then we have an umbrella, turtle, anchor, crab, another shell, and then a surfboard, all sort of beach themes. And so, for example, on Sunday with the little shell doodle, we have an enlarged version here with an S over it, and that is where I'll be writing about my day, and that will go all the way down corresponding to the day. I also have some washi tape down here. I have this blue one that kind of looks like scales, so I kind of put that in. And now here's a quick overview of my week 2 spread. Next, we have another spread inspired by the Yes Has Bujo. This one has some flags and then a drop shadow by the box that has written in the number of the day. And this will be for my week 3. And then over here, we'll be writing about the day with the day of the week in a box. Next, this one's going to be very similar to my June weekly setups, where I'll be having, here's where I'll have the weather, but will do my 4 goals here and then write about my day, but the length of the day determines the, I'm not going to be having, Sunday there, Monday here, Tuesday there. Sunday might be all the way down here, and then Monday will be right down here, or Sunday might be very short and Monday will be here. It all depends on the day. So you can't really pre-make this one. Finally, for the last, I believe, 3 days of July, I have a little ocean spread, and I used a highlighter to make lines to which you can write about the day and the goals, and simply a goodbye July here. I believe that is it. I do want to say that I did use a lot of inspiration, but once again, all of this was technically my own unique way of twisting some of other people's ideas. But of course, there'll be a credit and a link to all of the people I give credit to down in the description below. But once again, a lot of this was also my own making and ideas as well. So thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this amazing watermelon, firework, beach, summer theme that was July. Let me know down below what you want August to be, and also how you like this spread. I appreciate any type of feedback. I hope you all enjoyed this video and found it useful, and thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on Gemini Journaling. Bye!